You're listening to The Bear's Den with Papa Bear on listener-supported WHYS, Eau Claire's Community Radio. And good afternoon. You have entered the Bear's Den, and today we have a special guest here. It is Central Wisconsin's heavy metal band, Abaddons. Hi, guys.
Hello, how are you doing?
We are doing well. Do you want to go ahead and tell us about, first of all, introduce yourselves to everybody here. And if you want to tell us your individual influences and then go into the origin of the band and the evolution of the band.
Yeah, we are Abaddons. I'm Steve, bass player.
Taylor, I play guitar. Rex, I do the vocals.
And Kyle, I do the drumming on the episode here. Basically, me and Steve been together for many years. We've had bands called Shaman Spell. We did a lot of touring, opened up for a lot of big people. It went really well. But as you know, bands fall apart as years roll on. And we actually collaborated with a new project. Steve, you could talk a little bit about that too. I mean, you know, me and you are like...
we started a metal band called Chemical Weapon, went a couple of years with that, and members fell out of it, and then so we decided, we're going to start another project called Abaddons, which we did in the Wisconsin Dells Baraboo areas where we had our studio. And then after a couple of years of looking for a vocalist, we finally ran into Caleb and Rex. And Rex, we met him and we pulled into a parking lot in Richland Center, Wisconsin. We said, "Hey, you the guy?" And he kind of looked at us funny, and next thing you know, he's doing vocals for us. And
yeah, he really stepped in. We had like 14 songs already recorded at that point. This is Kyle talking. And I don't know if I could do that. 14 songs, you got to write lyrics, and we want them now because we've been sitting on this stuff for like, what was it, Steve, 2 years?
2 years at least.
Caleb really stepped up to the plate, and, kudos to him. I'm more than happy to have him with this project. He's a great guy to hang around with, too. You got to have that chemistry. But other than that, we had a problem with the original guitar player, and Steve...
Well, he decided he wanted to go a different road than what we were headed, and so we had known of Taylor. We've done some stuff with him before, and
actually played in Chemical Weapon with these guys. All of 2 or 3 weeks.
Yeah.
It was something where I think I was like the third guitar in at that point, and just wasn't working for me at the time. And then I'd also jammed with Kyle. We had like another
cover band,
little project, cover band, for a little while.
And I knew, this is Kyle again, I knew that Taylor had something special, through the years, you just run onto these players, and I played with Taylor the first time. He was drawn over from one of my friends, and I just kind of looked at him and was like, this guy's got some talent. I want to do something with him in the future. I kept that in my mind, and I kept after him, didn't I, Taylor?
You did.
He's chasing him all over the place, but finally got him. More than happy to have him aboard, too. This unit is very strong right now. Can't wait to get out and show everybody what it's all about, Then
after we've been releasing a few songs, 2 or 3 songs, and then Kyle had been friends with Phil Taylor of Rock Solid Entertainment Records, and Phil heard one of the songs in a video we released, and the next thing you know, we were signed with him.
Yeah, actually, I was talking to Phil, and I sent it to him in Friday, and he pops back and says, "We need to talk right now." And I'm like, it's early in the morning, I got some stuff I got to do. I couldn't believe it, So I ended up going to work and, telling Steve about it, and we eventually had a meeting with Phil. Great guy, Phil Taylor, man. If you're listening, Phil, we appreciate everything you do for us, man. If you find somebody that really likes your music and sticks behind you like Phil does, kudos, man. That's all you need.
Yep. And he actually signed us or got us on his label before we did our first live show all together.
Yeah.
So it was pretty wild.
Yeah, it was really wild. Good.
Yeah.
Do some talking, Blake.
That's great.
They had all this material written, and it was like I joined the band, and I pumped out 3 songs within a couple weeks. I ended up developing a pulmonary sarcoidosis condition, and was in recovery for that for the rest of the recording of the material we have of the original 14 songs. But now I've managed to get back on my feet, and we're at full strength, and we're writing new music, and swinging for the fences.
We got a gig coming up March, what is that, 5th? That'll be a good gig over at Northland Center, Wisconsin.
The Phoenix Center.
Yeah. And then we got a bunch more in the works, too, but don't want to really announce them until they're written down in ink, you know?
Sure.
So there's a bunch of more really great stuff coming up. Yeah.
Okay.
So other than that, we just keep writing. We rehearse. Taylor's bringing a lot of great stuff to the table. We kind of go through it. Dissect what we like and change a few things around, and he's all right with that. Thanks, Taylor.
Yeah, no, it's a really interesting time to be, part of the project because, for me, coming in, I had the backlog of songs to learn, and now that, I got a handle on those, we're playing those out, killing it, I'm able to bring, new stuff to the table and, just develop our sound.
Absolutely.
And speaking of the new stuff, where we have taken on, or a producer has taken us on to work with us on the new stuff, Caleb can tell you.
Yeah, actually, about 5 years ago, I went to the Madison Media Institute in Madison to pursue a recording studio technology degree, and I, succeeded in that. And I met a few people along the way. Matt LaPlante was one of them. He was one of my professors in my final semester audio engineering class. We ended up reaching out to him to help with mastering and mixing our material that we had recorded ourselves, and he's done a very absolute great job of bringing out what we have envisioned for our music. And not only that, he's been beginning to work with us on producing our future projects, the stuff that we were writing with Taylor. Has really brought everything to a whole new level, and it's a whole new Abaddons, and people are going to love it.
Awesome. You guys did release an EP earlier. I'd like to play a song from that right now, if you don't mind.
Yeah, that is yeah.
Okay.
Come Down, that song, it was released on an earlier EP. Now it's been remastered and mixed by Matt, and that's what you're going to play tonight.
Okay, let's listen to that one. It's called Come Down.
Great.
Why do you fight?
Okay, back with you in the Bears Den with Abaddons, and guys, where were we on that new recordings?
Yeah, we've got some new stuff that we're working on right now, and here in the next few weeks we should be going back into the studio to record them at the studio in Madison with Matt LaPlante as the producer. And then we hope to be releasing some more of the new stuff here real soon.
We try to do 1 or 2 songs, and release those. And we're trying to get like T-shirts too to go with the songs, for promotional type. So it's a lot of fun. There's many ways you could go about doing that. It's really a fun project. I'm really excited with the new material coming out. With Taylor in the mix now, it just put a whole new twist on everything.
You bet. I was amazed at the uniqueness of King Friday, the next song we have lined up here for the listeners' enjoyment here. Do you want to go into that, and then we'll come back and give all your information and where they can find you online, etc. Okay?
Okay.
Does that sound good?
Friday was written within 10 minutes, the whole thing.
Wow.
The band, I have a place up by Hayward, Wisconsin, and we were going up, the band was going on a weekend getaway, and we were sitting waiting for one of the guys to show up, and me and Kyle just started messing with that first riff, and 10 minutes it was written. We did a rough recording of it, so we remembered it, and that's how that was written.
Yeah. Yeah, actually, this is Rex speaking. There's kind of the origin of the song and its nature was the idea of our founding guitar player Josh was to name it King Friday, and he just called it King Friday, so I went with it. Anyways, King Friday was actually a puppet character from the kids show Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood, and Mr. Rogers created the puppet because he didn't want kids to be afraid of Friday the 13th anymore. So I put a spin on it, it's time to kind of be afraid again, so that's a reverse spin, the kind of slasher film themed, kind of this fairy tale.
That's an interesting story. Let's take a listen to that, because the vocals in that, I think, they change, and I just really enjoyed it. Here's King Friday then.
Thank you.
And back live with Papa Bear, we have Abaddons and that was a new release. And when is that actually going to be released?
Well, actually, it's already out on all the major platforms at this point.
Okay, are you going to include that on like a future EP then, or?
Yeah, we're putting together. We're gonna do a 3-song EP with the 3 that we're playing tonight. That'll be released here shortly, all together this summer. By early summer.
Do you have a pending name for that EP, or is it just gonna be self-titled?
It's just going to be the self-titled re-release of it. It'll be available on our upcoming website. We'll be selling it via social media, and at all our shows as well. You can check us out on Facebook, Instagram, and we have a link tree to our Patreon. We have a Discord server, and all the other jazz we're working on a Twitch stream at the current time too. And we have a YouTube channel.
Oh, great. I was hoping that we will get a show in the Chippewa Valley by the summertime as well. We'll see how that works out for us.
Yeah, we are going to be doing a show. Just the date isn't finalized yet, but we are coming up there.
We'll look forward to that, and I'll keep everybody in tune as to when that's going to happen. And
all right. Thanks, Gary.
You bet. I want to thank you for joining me today at the Bears Den on WHYS Radio, and I'd like to play at least one more song. This one's I hadn't seen out yet. Is this one just been in your pocket so far?
Well, the song is Them Bastards, and the song was written well before Caleb joined, and we weren't really going to do much with it until Caleb laid some vocals on it, and we're like, man, we gotta go ahead and record that. So that's what we did, and this is going to be released through. We're thinking in like this next month. Rock Solid Entertainment is going to promote the release, and then we'll drop it on the DistroKid, so it'll go on all the major platforms, and it'll be on our Facebook and on our and all that.
It sounds exciting. I'll be looking forward to both the release and when we can find out what date you're going to be playing in the Chippewa Valley then. I want to thank you again. This is Abaddons End, and they are out of central Wisconsin, and they are a heavy metal band.
Well, thank you, Gary. Thanks, Gary.
Thanks. This one's called Them Bastards.
Them bastards never meet their ends. Them bastards can't feed their kin. Them bastards everywhere. WHYS LP, Eau Claire.